I witnessed, recorded, and produced these videotapes of the Washington, D.C. hearing. Their authenticity is above question.
This is produced as part of the ongoing work on the website, thewaythetruthandthelife.net.
This is a hearing about the government licensing the electrocution of people to cause grand mal seizures. Think of the millions of dollars, taxpayers' money, spent to pay psychiatrists and their supporters and for the worldwide travel in putting this conference together, while the victims and opponents had to pay their own way.
And the lady who spoke yesterday on the panel about the ECT devices, this is how it should be administered.
I would like to suggest the addition of one sentence in the paragraph at the bottom of page 16, which begins, "The panel believes that it is imperative that appropriate mechanisms should be established to ensure proper standards and monitoring of ECT." On page 6, you made several references to best equipment and modern equipment, and I think in this paragraph you should add references to the quality of the equipment as well as to the references you have made regarding the use of the equipment by the practitioners. Specifically, right before you talk about periodic inspection of equipment, before you can rationally inspect equipment, you should have some standards set for the minimum safety and efficacy of the equipment. This is what the FDA probably will proceed to do. There are no standards set now in the marketplace, and therefore even the best intentioned physicians might find themselves in a facility that has very outdated and outmoded equipment. Therefore, I would suggest that you add in, at the point I mentioned, the sentence which would read something to the effect, "Legally enforceable performance standards must be established to ensure that all ECT equipment meets acceptable levels of safety and efficacy." I'd just like to make one other comment, too, that it's interesting to me, and I don't know why it is, because there aren't any representatives of the manufacturers here. One would expect that those who market this kind of equipment would have research and development data on some of those technical features, and they have been conspicuously absent in the last decade during all of this debate, and so I think it's imperative that you address it.
Could you repeat your statement that you suggested we put in a little more slowly before I get it down?
Legally enforceable performance standards must be established to ensure that all ECT equipment meets acceptable levels of safety and efficacy.
Thank you. Gentleman over there.
One electroshock treatment can equal the energy of 3 pistol shots to the head.
Dr. Rose accepted 2 pieces of literature for reference. I would hope and you might make copies available for the panel. We're talking about having a police factor information on the device and what we're using. And the one copy is the Thymatron, the brochure on a single sheet handout on the Thymatron pulse ECT device. And in there it shows the physical characteristics. I've also included a current Winchester ammunition catalog because it shows the energy with which the bullets have. But running this machine at its maximum brings 201 joules of energy. That is 148 foot-pounds. If you're interested in actually understanding, like the truth in lending and what they're talking about, 1 joule is 0.07376 foot-pounds. But what this means is this device, when operated at its maximum capacity, will lift a 1-pound weight 148.7 feet. The energy contained in that is equivalent to 3 25 caliber pistol slugs. Now that is just pure factor data. To give that lifting of 1 pound energy equivalence in informed consent, how could you not do that? And if you're going to give a procedure, the total energy can experimental head of this device for years now. Why hasn't this information been gathered that we could be talking with concrete, objective facts rather than subjective opinions of psychiatrists and patients?
One electroshock treatment can equal the energy of 3 pistol shots to the head.
All right, out with your gun. Out with your gun.
Okay, this won't hurt. It'll be over in just a moment.
What's that?
Conductant.
Oh, dabble, do you? Right, Mr. Jackson?
Open your mouth.
What's that?
This will keep you from biting your tongue.
Well?
Now just bite down on it. That's right. Just bite down. Now bite down on it.
Good. Are you ready?
Ready.